This is in the memory of our beloved friend. We will always love you, and may you continue to rest, my friend.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, the Communication with Purpose YouTube channel. Today I have a guest. He decided to be anonymous, so we will be keeping him anonymous for the entire conversation. So today we will be discussing a few things, his personal experiences, grieving, loss, as we have recently actually lost a very close friend of ours. So, we grieve differently. So today we will be discussing such, how grieving is, religion, after departure, where do you go? Our thoughts. So today, please stay tuned, and then you can then comment, share, like, and subscribe. Um, However you want. Hi, Anonymous. How are you?
I'm good in myself.
I'm all right. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining the
Of course.
conversation today. So, man, I know we actually had a friend, a mutual friend. So he recently departed, and it was a shock to all of us because we're still young. We didn't think would see such a thing would happen. I mean, loss is it hits different, man, when it comes to different people,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because I know I've lost certain people in my family, and it was like, oh, okay, they passed on, okay, I move on. But with him, it was like it hit hard, and I just couldn't understand, Uti, what is happening. I'm like, no, is this a dream? How can he be here today and yesterday and today is not here? So for me, I really I don't understand loss. What's your definition of loss? How were you feeling when you found out Uti, he's no more? Because I mean, this person was here, he was fine, he was not sick, he was very active, he was posting, and the next day he's gone.
I loss. It's when you lose someone. It's when they are no longer abasapil. Yeah, man. Singakhuluma isiZulu.
Yeah, any
Yeah,
language.
cool. Because isilungu, ay, sise South Africa la, man. Yeah, man. Loss intense because I've never experienced it.
Mm,
For him, for me, it was the first time.
mm,
Jabusha now, you've had family members in. Yes, you might be family, but you're not close.
yeah,
Yeah, when you don't even know, you know each other, but you don't really know each other.
exactly.
So for me, because losing a friend, I found an because it's nothing on replicate.
Mm, mm,
So ukumluza wakhe was a shock and totally call from him.
mm.
Yeah, it was hard, man.
It's difficult.
Yeah, so it doesn't make sense. It will never make sense. I always speak to Abangana, my colleague, and be like, why is it always abantu abaqendi abahamba? And then they stay and live
Yo, dude.
for a long time. And I just came to a conclusion, which maybe they want to be the guy above if anybody needs a chance. Maybe that's why they live for so long.
That is so right.
So it makes no sense, but part of life.
My biggest question was, how was he feeling that moment he closed his eyes? When maybe his soul or spirit left his body. What happened? Like, where does it go? I mean, there's so many questions, and they unanswered. And the way he just lived, it was. I didn't understand. I really don't. But I guess at the end of the day, we don't control how things happen. We just, at the end of the day, have to accept routine. It is what it is.
Yeah, it doesn't make it easier though.
It doesn't.
Because I think maybe if there was someone who wouldn't think in us to make basically we're just trying to understand
To
why.
find closure.
Yes. So I think it's all you can do later.
Hmm.
We'll always look for it, but I think it's all.
What do you think happens after death? Like immediately when you close your eyes, and what happens?
Okay. There's a a clip on YouTube.
Yeah.
The guy passed away, and basically they were trying to resuscitate him. But during that time when he died, felt at peace.
Mm.
Yeah, man. That's why another time I was like, oh, it's peaceful.
Yeah, that's one thing I also saw. He was at peace, no more pain. He was just laying there. It's like he's in a deep sleep.
Yeah. And oh yeah, sure, it's peaceful. You pretty much just accept the things there. You just be like, okay, this is another realm
Yeah.
of life. Because I think the dimension that are happening now, we just don't have the.
We're not in that spiritual.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a difficult thing because Mr. Enigma.
Yeah.
Enigma. Ne?
Enigma.
Yeah,
Rather enigma.
Ushila na uthi it's a place, you know, which is scary now corner for me.
It's scary because I mean you like imagining Muti Haibo, what's this other dimension,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. And for him to be like the people who worship him, you know.
Who worship who?
Whatever God is there.
God is God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in Spanish there's more than one God. So I don't want to say it's him then it's you.
Okay.
So it's scary now, okay. Now yeah, that side. Are you really going to worship him? And am I gonna be doing it willingly? Or would I be like, I have to go. Then I forget sometimes, you know? So those are the things.
But what guarantees you would you be going to heaven and be worshipping that very same God that you're talking about?
Yeah. That's
you see,
we do not know.
So because from when you spoke about departing, you've just been speaking about worshiping God and everything, but there is another possibility of the opposite of heaven, you know.
Yeah.
Have you actually thought about that? Would see, yo, could he be there? Is he in heaven? Yes, he was a good person. But we don't know what are God's requirements. Yes, we know the 10 Commandments and all that, but we don't know what was his relationship with God at that moment before he departed. So there's a possibility, you know. He could be in hell. He could be on the waiting list. We don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing aside. But as a besimthanda,
exactly. You're thinking automatically he's in heaven.
Yes, we are one now. But we are right, man. It wasn't even Wuti. You're just saying it just because of Siambeb.
Yeah.
He was that good.
He was literally, yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
So if him Abu Muntu rights is not enough,
sure.
I don't know. I don't know. Because yes, Siko perfect, but
yeah.
So he has own mistakes, man. But one at least right, it has to be enough. So that's why I'm inside.
But do you think there's a certain type of grief that we should actually be like accustomed to? Because for me, yes, he was my friend, he was my best friend, but you know, the way I was crying, I feel like I was even crying more than the people that his relatives, his own relatives, you know. I felt a deep cut, you know. I was very emotional, but looking at his family members, I'm like, why aren't these people crying like I am? Why aren't they, you know, behaving the way I am? Because I started feeling like, okay, maybe I'm just being a bit too extra, but I couldn't help it because, you know, I'll never see this person ever again. He's gone, like literally gone. And I felt that other people don't realize what I'm realizing. So I don't know, Uguti, you know, I feel like people, we grieve differently.
Yeah.
We definitely do grieve differently, but at some point I feel like it should be the same, man. What's your opinion when it's...
No, for me, I couldn't my mom. She was like, always pray uba namandla when it comes to especially from umuntu who's your family, because a lot of things can happen just because umuntu lapho grieve now awusho ukuthi abanapha intentions bangafika bakutshontshele noma ukuthi bangafika bakuloye, whether you believe it or not. People do that. So I think I've never been to my funeral. I've been to a funeral, but I haven't been deep the way they deep ngakhona.
Yeah.
I think abantu abamona esikhathini esiningi they are given strength. Not wonke umuntu, but majority. Or it could be ukuthi abantu bayithandazela. Sometimes uthandazela something ucela amandla ungawatholi kanti uzowathola.
Oh, that's true. That's exactly what my mom said. She's like, because I expressed the same feelings to her. I'm like, yo, my mom, you know, I feel like the mother is not crying enough. Because when I experience loss, I cry.
Yeah.
I cry, and I make sure that I cry, not because I want to, but because it just happens automatically. So I tell my mom, I'm like, no, man, I feel like she's not, you know, grieving enough or something. She's like, no, God gave her that strength. She's not like that because she wants to, but God gives these people the type of strength that, you know, we'd never have because God knows what she's going through.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, okay. So I guess probably after then, it's gonna hurt. Yeah.
Because now I'm was khuluma phambili. I really thought maybe emotional. For the fact that I didn't cry the whole time. I only cried when I was done. So it's not with me or whatever, but I do remember Makamara. Yeah, Mama did say what I'm gonna need a storm. So my born Alapaya, emotional the way she was. I was like, I'm gonna come color. She needs me at that point in time. And she's going to watch the footage. So I was like, I have a duty, whatever is the issue.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what I'm saying, but I'm hoping with whatever she is
exactly.
She looks back. I will the funeral.
Yeah.
So strength is just to lie. What is Pumavas? It could be prayer, it could be you. Life complicated. We don't really know what's going on, but we live in it.
Sure. And I remember we had a discussion with him. I'm like, listen, man, we should have we should do a podcast regarding a topic of male bestie, because it was a trending thing, where they're like, no, male besties, they just good for nothing. They there for you just as a shoulder to cry on, and then after that they chow you and stuff like that. So with my understanding, because I've been friends with this guy for a very long time, since we were kids, you know that, right? So he's a pure soul, that guy. He's pure. He had never had any intentions whatsoever or spoken anything funny to me, because immediately when we spoke, we would say, okay, you're my friend, and the friendship started, and it just went through, and we've never had anything in between to say, okay, let's try anything, or when we drank, because there would be times we'd go out at night, get drunk and sleep on the same bed, and nothing would happen. That's when I knew, I'm like, no, this is my brother. We were close to that point. So I wanted us to have that conversation actually of male besties, because in the relationships that we had previously, the partners that we had, they always had an issue with our friendship, because when we're chilling together, they'd be like, no, there's no way you can be friends with the opposite sex. And for us, it didn't make sense, because he never had expectations, I've never had expectations. It was like we're just friends, like any, whether it's a girl or guy, friends, and I could open up to him. I'm not a person of many friends, but with him I was able to open up. I don't open up to anybody, but with him we were able to speak, and he would give me advice as I would as well. So with you, maybe your girlfriend having an opposite gender as a friend, how would you feel? How does that how would that affect your relationship with your partner? Because it came to a point where the previous partner that I had was like, okay, it's either you stop being friends with him or we break up. So I came to a point where I had to choose whether I continue being friends with this guy or I hide my friendship with him and still be with him. It was complicated, and it messed up our friendship, because even it happened to such an extent that he passed on without me fixing things with him. You understand? So I wish I had done different decisions, and I believed, and did what I wanted to do at that moment, not do things because of someone else wants me to do things the way they want it to be. So if you were in that instant, or
like for instance, I remember when we first met, it was housewarming, yeah, I remember like something.
Yeah.
And then it seems like
Yes.
So because at the time I knew I turned on my shit, I'm like, nah.
Yeah. He's showing her.
Yeah. But then Lala because being was, but now she opened up my good side, and why would you like? There's no guys who come out to see.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's when I knew friendship being cool. Yeah, but for me on my side, I think when you have a partner over insecure, because of your own experience, but with my own partner, I don't have that. Even though she has her own insecurities, I'm in blame. I'm in blame. But it's a human emotion, and you want to be protective when it comes to Tanda. So yeah, I've seen a share but I don't out because I trust what she'll do that right thing.
Yes.
I will show you be insecure. My actions are different from what I feel. Just because I feel insecure, I will shoot man feel away. I'm cheated.
Yeah,
I have to show good to me. So yes, I feel insecure, but my actions are the opposite. It's not an easy thing. It's a rare thing as well, because as guys, we are driven by sex.
Exactly.
So, that's their own identity. If you look at our problems, the main source is sex. Abantu don't know their fathers because of sex. Khona rapiwe because of sex. Khona ulala nabantwana abancane because of, I want to call it sex, but okay.
Yeah.
So it makes sense why it's going to be hard for guys, because guys are driven by that, man. Yeah, that's why that reason. So discipline is a superpower. Like even now, yes, I have my own addictions, but you have to train yourself somehow. Like let's say I'm a sweet. That is self-discipline. I have an issue whereby if I'm a snake, I cannot just. So imagine umuntu onjalo, but when it comes to sex, if I'm a sweet, so
South Africa is. I'm gonna be spiritual right now. I think we are just divulged by the spirit of lust, because the amount of lust that men have these days is crazy. It's super crazy, to a point that there's the human trafficking. The numbers of kidnapping has grown, and it's like we're number one, almost. I think number one in the whole world.
But because in the television COVID. Remember, I'd say South Africa is the highest. But it turns out good to know we are COVID.
Okay.
I'm not sure but it was one of the highest. But explain about Tina, we are able to gather information better than other countries. That's why I see high.
Okay.
So I don't think it's South Africa high. I think in Japan, country.
Okay.
I gather information the same way we do. Tina Sibonisa yonke I think my country don't show anything. But America only shows the both sides.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, with us, so true. So in my country, they try to hide their own image.
True.
So yes, South Africa high right now, but in my country, it's the same thing.
Sure.
Because if you check single mothers in Abantwana who are up for adoption, it's high.
It is. It is. Yeah. The drug addiction, that side is also crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think we have an issue. What you saw I don't know, because when I look at how sexualized Abantwana are these nowadays. Yeah, man. Even now that we were going on, I was watching. I don't know if it's a clip or something. Like when I was young, you could tell impahla zabantwana.
Dude.
But now I'm like,
Name Zimba yethu. It was different back then.
Yeah.
Like you could tell Uti, this is a child. But I'm telling you, the same age that I was when I was in grade 7, the body that I had is different from the bodies the kids that have now.
Yeah. Technology could have a part in it because you learn a lot. It's never silly limited, don't forget that.
No, man. And we used to play the games on the street, get in the house 6 o'clock. You know, you comfortable wearing your bikinis, just playing outside with your shorts. But these days, like, there'd be probably a guy watching you playing there, and he thinks you're a full-grown woman, and you're just a child.
And
they have no remorse. Instead, they'll blame the girl, but see, why would so? Yeah,
that's crazy.
How is a child supposed to behave and because I mean they're expressing who they are, they children, they blameless. So
some guy will explain it so Uti because they were complaining about the same thing. Uti, why should it always be Amantombazana who have to change and not the guys? The problem is it's the same way. We live in a horrible world. So it's unfair even Abantwana have to change the background. But that's just how it is. If we're perfect, then that's a different story. But the reason no, they have to. But maybe change it. It's unfair. But the solution is never come.
And it's crazy, you know, looking at myself. You know, I like dressing up. Being in my comfort zone, you know. I always cover up. I just dress, you know, in a long dress. My hair is all over, and I'm like, okay, I'm 30, I'm unmarried. Will I ever find a guy that would actually marry me? Because guys these days, I'm telling you, they're either looking for a girl with a nice body, a girl that has, you know, they're looking for material things. They're materialistic guys. And they forget that now they're reversing those roles. Because normally, as you say, back in the day, things were very different. A guy would be the one that approaches you. A guy would be the one that has to work, that provides for women, that has a family. You know, he pursues a woman. But I'm telling you, these days, I as a woman, I have to pursue a guy. I have to be the one that starts up a conversation. I have to be the one that picks you up. Where are you, babe? Guys, like, times have changed. Times have changed drastically. So I'm like, these guys these days, they're looking for a particular type of woman, a slay queen with long weave, you know, that's on fleek. And I'm not that. So I question myself. I'm like, will I ever get a proper,
honestly, if you're being
normal
honest,
guy though?
If we're being honest, I'm telling you. And I'm not saying Gucci there as many as Lava Beta. But at the same time, it could be because if you look at the women, Nama chance, one guy who cheats with the same 5 women. So it's Katina's thing, it's the women who go after the same guy.
I get you. And remember that there's gays, right? There's guys in prison, right? There's guys that live on the streets, they don't work. So imagine that small percentage of guys that are proper, they're working, they're good looking, they're presentable. So it's a small percentage, and women are a lot.
That's why women's team.
That's why women's team. But is Tembu legal? Like, no, like, guys. Besides, like, you know, from the government, even from the government, it's not even legal.
I don't know. Honestly, I never done the research in this thing.
That's cultural stuff.
Yeah, but it can't be possible though, because I know. This thing, what happens with there's the main chick, side chick is the one who doesn't mind.
Imagine.
Yeah, she's always the one who, no, it's fine. I can co-relationship,
co-partner.
Co-partner. So yeah, if we can find a way, I think Mawanga were honest from the get-go. I have this issue. Yes, I'm Tolewe now, right now, but I don't think. But
when does it stop?
That's the scary part. That is
Because you add
essential.
this one, she accepts. You add another one, okay, sharp. You add.
Because
It
the thing is,
continues.
into incha is always appealing. It doesn't matter.
But what is appealing? What is the reason? Okay, you find a woman, right? You like her, and you want to be with her.
Yeah.
Someone else comes along. What are you looking for? What different? Like, what doesn't she have that she has that you're looking for?
It's the small things, personality, the way you vibe. Khona into ozitholayo komunye, khona omunye ongithandayo when she plays hard to get. So you like different things from different women. They don't give you the same thing. Because amantombazana angeke afane.
Yeah.
They won't have the same humor. Khona la azoshoda khona. Lo azokhona ukuyiprovide. Yeah.
So, okay, she's got 80% of what she wants. What you want, and then she's got 20% of what you want. So you're trying say 100%.
It can never be. Angeke kube 8, angeke kube 20. You can never be satisfied. Fana nabantu abasuccessful.
Sure.
You'll always be chasing it. Sooner or later, as a guy, you'll have to come to make a decision. Because for me, it took me a long time. Like, it took me over 10 years to even be in a relationship. Because I know we can smash, but I'm not ready for that. I was honest from the get-go. And I'll always ask abantu ukuthi what is love? Meaning the love. And then this one guy no, it was actually a choice. Because for me it was into my interest and but no, you have to choose to stay regardless of what you feel.
Exactly.
So
because I mean definitely there will be times where you feel witty. This person is not fun anymore. This person, I don't like this person anymore. Mara, is the love still there? Yeah. Right?
Yeah, I mean, that's why self-reflection helps. One thing I don't like about myself, which I need to go through something for me to understand it.
Sure.
So, I don't know.
So you don't learn from people's mistakes. You need to experience something before.
Yes. That's the thing I hate. I've changed the way I live. Because for me, I was like, no, I'll focus on what I'm doing until I'm successful. Then I'll start living.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I can't live like that. I have to live. I have to try, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel lazy, but I'm really forced because you're excited before then. Kona some guy with the people in heaven, but he said, if you don't know a decision of the end, follow the excitement. Lead to your path, So I had that in mind. Today being tough and but I'm like, no, I wanted to go before today. So I'll take the feeling being that level and still go.
Yeah.
So it's something in Pilanga and Manja. Follow the excitement, and then life is only that wherever I need to go. And then so when it didn't go to, is it true or not? That's the thing.
Yeah.
I have to do it for me to born. So
that leads to my next question. Purpose, you know, like why we are living, why we are striving, you know, because life, to be honest, is not easy. So this leads to my next question. What do you think is our purpose on this earth? Why are we created? Why were you born? Because life is not easy, to be honest. We've got a lot of difficulties, you know, that we face daily in our lives, and things don't come on a silver platter. We need to work very hard to get certain things. So why do you think we were actually created? What is our purpose on this earth?
I'm not sure, but I can give you. I'm gonna answer you too. I could be, I'm not sure. But the first one could be with you. It's not the same for everyone else. You have to find it within you. The other one, being Israel, there's a story, a spiritual moment, pretty much there's a guy called God asking this very same question, which why are we here? And then I explained, which we're here because wonke umuntu ola emhlabeni uwe Adolf Hitler, uwe Martin Luther King, uwe Mandela, Jacob Zuma. You are everyone. You are here to experience your king from wrong to right, because I want you to understand the reason of why Islam climbing, and then from there you can ascend to be a god. Yeah, the other one, living shooting. I do love helping people, but I still feel like there's more to life than that.
There's more to life. Yeah. Now, I also feel that we are not discovering this life enough. We just wake up, we go to work, come back, we cook, we eat, we sleep. Same routine over and over again. We're not going the extra mile to try to discover, what am I really created for?
But it's hard when you have bills to pay.
Yeah.
It's hard. Because I think with discovery needs silence, man. At least for me, that's what I enjoy. Because I remember experiencing silence for the first time. Being in my car, and because when they were in the whole time, it was like dead silence, but it felt like Puzamanzi, like being on you. I was like, yo, this is why I've been shooting. I need a quiet place. As much as there's noise, but in nature, it's like
just hearing the birds, the trees,
the
wind blowing. Yeah. It's some type of peace.
Yeah.
With my version of purpose on this earth, right? We were designed to come on this earth to do what God initially wants us to do. But we go astray and follow the trends of this world and forget what our real purpose is.
Which is?
We've got different purposes. Some people are brought to this earth to be preachers. Some people are brought on this earth to be leaders. Some people are brought on this earth to be teachers. We've got different roles to play on this earth. With the talents that He gave us, I've got a voice, I can sing. And with that voice, He wants me to worship Him, right? And instead, I use my voice to sing other genres besides worshiping God. That is not His purpose. You understand? So with each and everyone that has a talent, there's no way you can say you don't have a talent. Never. Never. Okay. You have not discovered it yet. Okay. But I can assure you that each and every individual has a certain talent, which it leads to their purpose. We cannot all be speakers and speak in front of people. God chose certain people to do that for a reason, to speak His word to others. Other people, they have that thing of influence, they can gain popularity very fast. God gave them that for a reason, so that they can gain popularity and speak His word to those people, to that group of people that they can attract. So we use our talents, we use whatever that God has blessed us with in the wrong way.
Yeah, but I need to know when you do it because it feels good. So.
But what is it good to satisfy the flesh, but your soul dies?
But I need to why at the time. That's why if we had a blueprint, I know exactly the whole Bible. But like there's certain things. Maybe I should read the Bible more.
You should.
But I feel like life still needs a blueprint. And for me, I need to do things with to discover. So maybe for them to find themselves, because you can't just be who God wants you to be. There's certain things you need to go through first.
Yes.
So that same song I pull out and something like that. Benchela, a friend, I am who I am now because of other people.
Definitely.
Yeah, so ngitikahle shoot anxiety because because I said the same thing. No, I didn't say it, but it's like a blank canvas. And every person in clan and I gets to paint like I'm not the one doing the painting.
Yeah.
So now, so we even whatever eraser. Yeah, so I'm trying to discover myself. And it's a process.
It's a process.
And it's a hambile.
That's what I was about to say.
Limited.
That's what I was about to say. We never know when the final day is. So initially, we don't have enough time because we never know when is our last day on this earth.
Yeah, but at least Mauzama. Nakona, am I even doing the right thing? Joba, being a chonchi. Started stealing. I'm 30 now. I'm 29.
Yeah.
Yes, but the first day.
Yeah.
But when I continued, I got used to it.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
see, it's the things that we make ourselves get used to. I mean, I can steal something today, nobody caught me.
Yeah.
Tomorrow I'll go again because nobody caught me, right? And I keep doing it because nobody catches me. So I'm teaching myself that bad habit. I can take a cigarette today, start smoking, I'll cough, and then I'm like, okay, let me try again tomorrow. And then tomorrow is less coughing, none of it. And then I continue. I teach myself that bad habit.
But to differentiate sounds between a habit and who you are, how do you tell the difference? Because they feel the same.
No, a habit is it's something bad that you shouldn't be doing. Okay, not all of them, but there's a bad habit. A bad habit is something that is going to affect you negatively, your health, your mental health, your whole being. It's going to affect you one way or another. It may not be now, but it may be later on, right?
Okay.
So how do you define yourself saying, Uti, this is me by doing this? So you cannot define yourself through the habits that you do. You cannot define yourself, Uti, I am this guy because I'm a smoker.
Yeah, but I still think we need to go through those things,
Definitely.
For you to understand.
Definitely. You can go through them, yes, but at the end of the day, we all have choices to make in life. So you are the owner of your own life. You are the decision maker. There is a guideline, but you choose which guideline to follow. You choose to make your own decisions in life to follow a certain path or route in your life. So if you decide to drink that alcohol and finish it, that was your choice, right? Yeah. And there is it's written even on that alcohol bottle, alcohol is not good, or it's dangerous, or it causes cancer, whatever. But you still choose to smoke or drink alcohol.
Yeah.
So it's a choice that we make, knowing okay, there will be so and so consequences later on, but the choice is yours. So yes, we do go along, we learn, we try things, but it's up to you to you stop that or you continue.
Yeah, it's easy said than done though.
Yeah.
Stopping something like this. Some guy be like shit because I have a brother who was addicted to cocaine. So there's a celebrity who died now due to suicide and I got into cocaine. He's famous, man. Comedian.
Sure.
How much? But chubby. Okay. So Uche, yes, you might stop taking cocaine, but it still haunts you for the rest of your life.
Sure.
Yeah. So it stays with you.
As you said, the decisions that we make, it's easier said than done. As you said, Gucci, to stop something, right? Yes. It's not easy, I understand, but you need to come to a halt in your life, or you make that decision. As much as you made that decision to start, you need to make a decision with, okay, no, this is where I stop. This is affecting me, or this is going to affect me. Even though it may not affect you at that moment, but later on, it definitely will. It might not affect you, but also the people around you.
Yeah.
It's like secondary smoking. You may smoke all you like, but the next person may be the one that gets the cancer instead of you.
Yeah.
It's weird how things happen.
which is unfair.
It's
Another thing about
unfair.
life.
Yeah, it's unfair.
So what? It's like, Vela, why do these things happen? Like,
It's the decisions we make. I would say that.
Yeah.
It's the decisions that we make. It goes back to us, to you as an individual.
But what if you need to do that? What if you need to do those things?
Do you need to smoke? Do you need to kidnap someone in order to see what I should not kidnap?
Okay, there's certain things that may not.
Okay.
But there's certain things you have to go through for you to understand. For me, at least.
Why don't you let them happen naturally? Because sometimes we fetch those things and they're just sitting there.
Sometimes you don't really fetch them. You know how many people have tried to make me drink? You're chilling. Hey, my guy. That's me chilling out with friends.
Sure.
That's not me. That's me saying no.
You made a decision, yes.
But I turn to you to see chaser. Sometimes you're not chasing. Sometimes it comes to you.
Okay. Sometimes yes.
Yeah.
And you made the decision not to.
Yeah. I mean, I've had moments I wanted to drink, but I didn't. But how many other people can say no?
Yeah, that's true.
Because at times I'm tough and energy, but because of
how
how it made me feel at the time, I'm like, okay, let me do it. You know, right now, can I even be able to do that? Because when I was young, will I still be able to make that decision now? I don't think so.
Never. You've experienced it, you know it.
Yes.
You know everything. So,
once you taste the forbidden food.
Imagine.
Yeah, well, so
yeah. Hard to say
so
no.
it's easy. That's not with our phone. Imagine I get some other guy. Like, yo, ta nah. What's with that?
Obviously.
So, my decision is not with our phone. It's just peer pressure. How many people have killed themselves because of peer pressure? You know, peer pressure changes people. They do things they don't realize it.
Okay, so yeah, I guess we just in the end of the conversation, but mentally and emotionally, where are you right now?
I don't know. Like we were speaking earlier about doing meeting. What are you saying? I'm just phone and I'm unlearning and relearning certain things now.
Because you thought you liked something and then only to discover you no longer like that. You feel that you've changed.
Yes, yeah, one. So I think as I want to, you're never the same person. You're always changing.
We're always evolving, honestly, yeah.
So I'm still going through that process. I don't know how I feel.
But what frustrates me the most is like, okay, I'm still going through this process of evolving, but I never know when, God draws the line to say, okay. And you'd find that at the time, I'm still in the process of still learning and unlearning. So it's crazy.
I think the best thing you can do is try to enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
There's a clip I won't forget. It was between two Americans, black Americans. So there's a man and a woman, and the man was just saying, yo, when I come home, I want to stop pretending, because when you're at work, you pretend for everyone else.
Yeah.
You pretend as if everything's fine.
It's fine, yeah.
So when you go home, you want to
be yourself. Release everything.
The lady was like, why can't you pretend for me? You can pretend for me, I'm a stranger. Why can't you do that for me? Because I also need that. I can't always take the burden.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm in that process now whereby I used to do that with my family and I don't like it. So I'm in the process of, if I have to pretend like I'm happy, I'll do
that was me as well. Hey? Like when I'm with other people, it's all nice. We're laughing. It's fine. Immediately I get home, I'm just moody. I'm not smiling with anyone.
And it's not what you hate them. It's just
it just happens. I don't know why.
That's why I think moving forward, I have to pretend it differently, because you never know which time you're in, and you miss certain things because of moody. You might lose a friend because of one decision.
Sure.
Like even our friend now. I was like, yo, I wanna watch UFC. tin bouquet in the for Tina, and have him meet my other friends. And I can't do that.
You thought you had enough time.
Yeah.
Just goes to show what's in you just have limited time on this earth. So we must try to pursue whatever that we have in mind at that moment. Whatever plans that you had written in your book, your diary, pursue it. Yes, we've got bills to pay, but we need to plan wisely and just go for it. As long as you know whatever that you're doing right now, just know that you'll have to answer for it tomorrow.
But the thing I don't like is, why did I have to learn that? Why couldn't I learn that?
So what I've learned and what I keep telling myself is that everything happens for a reason.
I don't believe
right?
that.
And I thought to myself, Uguti, in order for me to change, this had to happen. So God made that to happen for you to change.
But he could have given me a second chance, right? Because even if he survived, that's his special. That would have still had the same effect.
It was never going to have the same impact in your life. Because yes, maybe for that moment he's still in hospital, but after that you go back to the same mindset or whatever actions that you still had. But with his death, it got you to think. You started thinking about death. You started thinking about the other spiritual realms. What happens after death. I'm pretty sure you Googled what happens after death. Right. I did.
I've done that way before.
I did. I did that. So for me, his loss was actually a gain in my life. Spiritually, it was a huge gain, and also emotionally and physically, I gained a lot because it also taught me emotional intelligence. Because the first few days, I was crying like crazy. I was hysterical, but I became stronger, and it taught me how to learn how to deal with loss, because it was honestly my first time losing someone so close. So for me, his loss, it really taught me a lot. I gained a lot from his loss. So there is a reason for his loss, and unfortunately we cannot even question why didn't he get a second chance. Why didn't he just stay in hospital? Why didn't he just become disabled? There's a reason behind everything. Maybe God was even saving his soul from something bad, before it happens to him. We don't know.
He doesn't be like
We don't know.
That's the thing.
You see.
Not knowing.
So let's just take it as it comes, and we just need to heal and move on for his sake and accept it. Such things happen, because we know that they do happen. I always see things on TV with, hey, one bunny died, and it's like, okay. But when it happens to you, it's like, we lost a life. Yeah, in memory of our friend, man, with his loss as well, he combined us. He combined us with other people. So
that's the thing also, mate. Because Mausha saw my son is not one. Damn, shota.
Yeah, shota. We are here together, but the mutual person that was Slanganisile, he's not even here. But because right now I'm talking to 4 or 5 people because of him, and it's people that I never even knew before him, but because of him I know all these people, and you're here today because of him. So I'm grateful for the difference and impact he's done in our lives. He's made a huge difference. Is there anything in closing you'd like to add though?
Loss is part of life. It's not easy. I mean, Amagama Putu could always ring in my head. Like, I just cried when I got to find that. I was like, yo, dude, you gave me the best 8 years.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm like, yo, I want to die. Dates, I want to die.
Yeah.
14, 15.
Yeah. So we had a glimpse of his life. We had a part.
But that's the thing. I still feel like I don't know him, because when I entered the room, like, because where me and him live, it's way too far. Like Mangena, I'm like, yo, look at you now. And I feel like I missed out.
Yeah.
I'm like, I should have tried more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have hung out more.
Yeah.
should have called more.
Yeah. Because if we had this car to show, it's dog, 20 something Avaya. Like, okay, we'll make the most of it.
Exactly.
But we don't have to exercise.
Yeah, we never
It's
know.
a gamble, basically.
Yeah.
So,
just comes like a thief in the night.
yeah, so mourning for me now, it's not about healing. It's more about accepting what you also cheat without this person. But it being so khona. You know, because nama ngisespanini sengiyambona no. To the point ukuthi ngakuthiwa ngithi hey naye imoto ka. Oh naye walk ka. So uzohlala anami whether
you like it or not.
Yeah.
Sure. No man, thank you so much for being a part of today's podcast. I know it was not easy. Hence you want to be anonymous.
Mr. Anonymous.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, thank you so much for your time. And yeah, I hope, man, you get better, you know, with the healing process, with your grieving.
Yeah.
I know it's not easy. It's not easy on everyone, you know. But yeah, we lost a friend. I guess that's how life is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right then. Thank you.